for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Now Jackson on first down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. And he'll lose yardage here back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. They go play action now. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, 42 yards. And the Ravens will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. A pass underneath for Carson. A solid stiff arm. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Tua now on 1st down. And his pass incomplete. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. But he did everything but get him in the end zone there. But now they're set up. Golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it. Now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Tua going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? This is Carson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side. Robinson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that
one. They'll run on 1st down. Robinson. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The play fake. Here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the numbers here don't lie. According to the Next Gen stats, he topped out at an even 22 miles an hour. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Buying time to his left. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. On first down, Dobbins. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. It's Robinson, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They run. Robinson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. James Robinson, a 22-yard scamper. And the Ravens continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play and give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action, now it's Tua. Being chased out left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check Mike 6, Mike 6. Let's go, D.
Here's Tua. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will go to Carson out wide. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. Now it's Carson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Now Tua. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. After the turnover, it's Tua. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that is incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Second and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He's letting this one go for Fuller, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. Tua, a final shot before half. On the right side open is Gesicki. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 19. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Dancing to his left. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Robinson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. First down and more for Jackson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On first down, Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Again, it's Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Play action. Now Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020. 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now this throw caught left side, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On play action, here's Tua. Buying time to his left. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more that they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Play action. It's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They go play action now. Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. He's going deep for Brown. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end of their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Going up top. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Here we go. Mike, we won. Come to my world.
On 2nd and 10, Tua dumps this one off to Chris Carson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to air one out. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And some space here. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Another run here with Dobbins. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So down a couple scores, only 1 timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Not much there, only a yard.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
On second down now, it's Robinson. And some room to roam now. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. 94 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. On the run, it's Robinson. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, partner, Marvin, our number one stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Hey, alert 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Here's Tua. He'll check that down to Carson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now Tua. And that one is caught. So they convert here. Don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game. Ticks to go. Still time, but they need this onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.